A portion of this video is sponsored by Viator. Hey everyone, it's Jasmine. I got George behind the camera.
Hey everybody.
And we've officially landed here in London, and we are about to go on the ultimate Borough Market Food Tour led by a London local. So you know it's gonna be good. Borough Market, which has been around for over 1,000 years, might I add, is huge. It covers about 4.5 acres, the equivalent to 3.5 football fields. This place is packed on weekends and weekdays and draws in over 21.5 million visitors a year. There's 117 food stalls, making it a vibrant hub of culture, flavors, and of course, community. Shout out to our sponsor, Viator. I love using Viator. I book a Viator experience on every trip I go on. Not only is it super easy to navigate through the over 300,000 travel experiences, but I also love that I can book with confidence with millions of real traveler reviews, and they offer free cancellation up to 24 hours before your experience. All right, so in today's video, we're gonna start with our Viator experience, trying the best of British eats as tailored by our London local guide. And then afterwards, we're gonna try a couple of spots that have gone viral on TikTok and see if they're really worth the hype. Let's do this. I'm so excited. Let's go. Alrighty, first up we got the sausage roll. This is from the Ginger Pig, and apparently this is one of like the must-stop stops at Borough Market. Also, I found out I've been saying Borough Market wrong. I was saying Borough, but it's Borough, right? It's Borough Market?
Borough Market.
I was saying Borough.
Borough's fine.
Oh, nice! Oh my God. That's so good. That pork is so tender. It is piping hot. Tom, our London local guide, told us that they put a little bit of cheese in that flaky, buttery puff pastry, and it adds so much flavor. It's so good. Also, the pork, 98% British pork. I would totally get this again. I think if you have 2 people, you can totally share one. It's a hefty guy. So juicy.
So excited. I've never had a sausage roll before in my life, but anything with puff pastry and meat, I tend to love. Oh my God. That is incredible. The pork is so juicy, so tender, and it is also spiced. I can't tell what exactly it is. It doesn't taste like a breakfast sausage like I'm used to, so it's hard for me to put a finger on, but the flavor is just really well-rounded. And the puff pastry is so buttery, so flaky, not dry at all. This is an amazing treat. I love it.
We are at our next stop, Fish Kitchen, for apparently the best fish and chips here in London. This place actually won the National Fish and Chip Award several times. They use a beer batter for the fish, and then for the fish, we actually have haddock instead of cod because cod has been over-farmed in recent years. But this place, they kind of use whatever fish that they have delivered from the market. But I'm really excited. Let's give it a try. Cheers. Oh my God, that is so good. That batter is so like fluffy and flaky and like heavily layered. Oh my God. And it's not overly greasy at all. That fish is so meaty. The vinegar on top, this fish was caught yesterday, sold today. I can taste the freshness. It's divine.
That fish is so tender, so flaky, and it's got a brilliant fresh seafood taste. It's so good. That batter, did you hear the batter? It was so crispy. Sorry for the audio, guys. We're underneath a railroad right now, but this batter is so good. It's actually made with Greenwich Meantime Lager. It's a London lager, and it gives it a really nice sweet taste to it. The tartar sauce is also really good. And our tour guide topped this out with vinegar and salt, and it makes an excellent dressing. Not only is this fish really flaky, it's really meaty as well. It's got a really nice bite to it, and I can definitely see how this one of the best fish and chips.
Alrighty, we are at Porteña and we are having Argentinian empanadas. They are not like British precisely, but there is a British version called the Cornish pasty. It's 4 times in size. I'll just show you this size for reference. This is our current size that we have, and the Cornish pasty is 4 times this size, always with a minced beef or a beef mince with peas and potatoes. This one actually is the Italian provolone and sweet onion. And something that I really love about this market is that our tour guide was telling us there's very little competition in the market. They source from each other.
This cheese is actually from one of the vendors that's been here for 40 years.
Crazy.
Very cool.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Oh my god.
So
Oh
savory.
my god, that sweet onion is so good. You know what this tastes like? French onion soup.
I was just thinking that. Spot on. Onion and cheese is actually a really classic British flavor I've come to learn. I can totally see why. It's savory, it's sweet, it's got a deep flavor to it. Oh, that smells really good.
Cheers.
Oh my god, that spinach tastes so good.
But I find that the spinach is very plump. I feel like it's grown with spinach extract. That's
feel
how
like-
spinachy it is. I love it.
The spinach to me tastes a little bit like Crown Daisy. It's
I
got like
can
a
see
more
that.
herby flavor to it.
Yeah, I can see that.
It's really good and it pairs so well with the ricotta cheese. I am in love with this one. And look at the color on this cheese too. It's like a deep yellow.
Not to miss when you're headed to Borough Market are the little stands that are selling little treats, whether it be bread, cheeses, or something like this, a Turkish delight, as well as this Baron Bigged cheese. These are a couple of tastings combined into one single tasting, and our awesome London local tour guide Tom suggested that we try these together.
Little Turkish delight with some Baron Bigged cheese. That Turkish delight is so good, so soft, not too sweet, not too fragrant either. And it pairs so well with the cheese. It's got a little bit of a savory saltiness to it, but mostly it's just creamy, delicious, and a delight.
I'm gonna start with the Turkish delight on its own. Cranberry. Wow, it tastes so natural. For Christmas, my mom would always buy these. And then when she was gone, I would eat an entire layer. And my mom was like, okay, you can have one a day. And she laughed and I said, okay, one layer a day. I don't think that's what she meant, but let bygones be bygones. All right, let's try the cheese on its own. Wow, babe, you took a massive bite.
Yeah, it is.
I actually still have some Turkish delight in my teeth. The first thing that I'm thinking of is that it's delightfully stinky. Like it's like a nice stinky, yeah. It's got so much flavor. It's so smooth and creamy and silky. It's like a hybrid between a brie cheese and a camembert. Also, where are my rind haters at? I'm a rind hater. I'm so sorry. I love the inside though.
French that. You're in Paris. Don't tell them that.
I love rinds.
Try the rind, see what it is.
I love rinds. Okay, let me try the rind. Oh, it's not bad actually. No, it's bitter. It's not that it tastes bad, it's just I feel like it detracts. And if you like rinds, you should be so happy. I will give you my rind. I'm so generous.
We're going to be ending our food tour here in this not so hidden gem of a pub. This is the Mug House, and we're going to be trying one of our tour guide's favorite sticky toffee puddings so that we can end with a little sweet treat. Now, this pub is really cool. Highly recommend adding it to your list. It's located near London Bridge, right around the corner from Borough Market, and it has a super rich history. It was actually originally used as a horse stable before it was converted to being a pub. It's got this really unique historic charm, super cozy, great atmosphere. Now let's try some sticky toffee pudding.
We have this sticky toffee pudding meant to be enjoyed just like this with clotted cream, not ice cream, and not custard, right?
Not custard.
And not custard.
Clotted cream only.
Clotted cream only.
It was dripping and I tasted it and it's really good.
Oh, and apparently this perfect sticky toffee pudding is not meant to be super like dense and heavy and like
Rich.
overwhelming. It's supposed to be light and just delicate and beautiful. So let's give it a try.
All right. That's
You know?
so good.
I've had sticky toffee pudding before and it did not taste like this. So I guess I have not had sticky toffee pudding before. That is so good.
As a toffee lover, I must say I'm in love. It's very caramelly, very molassesy.
It is meant to be made with muscovado sugar and no other kind of sugar. This is so good. It's like buttery too.
The pudding is so light, so fluffy.
Delicately sweet as well, not like chemically sweet, you know, leaving that like film of sugar on your tongue.
And our tour guide did say we got to pair this really nicely with a sparkling wine. Got some champagne here. We made it to our first viral TikTok stop. This place is called Turnips, and they're famous for their chocolate-covered strawberries. It smells divine. These
Oh my
strawberries
gosh.
smell so fresh.
We turned the corner and we were like, wait, we're here because we could smell the strawberries. And then we started doing this, we were looking for it, and then just to our right, a bunch of strawberries. It was beautiful, bright red. They look so plump, so succulent, so juicy. This stand actually got shut down for a minute, and by popular demand, they came right back, and we're gonna see if it's really worth the hype. My expectations aren't that high just because, you know, at the end of the day, it's a chocolate covered strawberry. strawberry. Chocolate covered strawberries are good no matter what. I mean, unless you got a really bad strawberry, right?
Yeah.
These look and smell so sweet.
I'm very excited actually. I love fruits.
Yes.
And a good strawberry honestly is hard to find.
I know, it really is. So let's see if this is worth £8.50.
Oh, it smells so
Cheers.
good. That chocolate smells good too. I'm in heaven. My strawberry was so soft. Was yours?
Yes. I didn't even chew it. I just pressed it to the roof of my mouth and it just gushed.
Mush. That was in good. And the chocolate.
Such good chocolate.
The chocolate's amazing. It's so smooth, so silky, not overly sweet. Oh man.
It doesn't harden, so you get that like fudgy ganache texture, but oh my
The
God.
texture of the chocolate matches perfectly with the strawberries.
Yes.
Because they're both super soft. All right, look at that strawberry. It's first of all,
Huge.
it's ginormous.
That's freaking crazy. Honestly, how can chocolate covered strawberries be that hyped up and then be so correctly hyped up? You know, like
Yeah.
my verdict is yes, this is worth the hype. This is by
100%.
far best chocolate covered strawberries I've ever had.
I was just gonna say that. Like, okay, first of all, normally chocolate covered strawberries, they've got the chocolate shells. I've always thought that was kind of dumb.
Yeah, because they
Like-
break off and then you're kind of like when you're eating it, you know?
It just doesn't make sense.
Okay, I actually really like it, especially if it is dark chocolate. But I do understand like it is really difficult to eat. And no matter how you bite it, it's gonna break in half and then one half of the shell comes right off and it falls on the floor or on your plate.
messy.
You catch it with your hand and your hand gets all chocolatey.
The second thing I wanted to say was that last bite I had, it tasted like strawberry yogurt. Like the creaminess of the strawberry, which is a weird thing to say. The strawberry and the chocolate together, they're creamy because they're like so soft.
They also sell the
and-
cups by just strawberries if you don't want
Yeah,
chocolate.
and Turnips also had like a bunch of fruit smoothies.
Yes, they had a bunch of juices. They're also the ones that sell the mushroom risotto. If you walk by, hot tip, they will give you a free sample, like just a spoon of mushroom risotto. It was divine.
It was
It
really
was so
good.
Maybe we'll go back and get
Yeah.
it. But this video can't all be turnips.
I know, they put a little bit of Parmesan on it.
Oh my gosh, so good.
And they were giving samples of something else, but I didn't
The
see what it was.
mushrooms. If you get the mushroom risotto, they top it with, hey, calm down.
You were saying? Oh, I forgot. We still need to film the shorts. You know the problem?
If you guys follow me only on YouTube and not on TikTok or Instagram, George just looked at them with like hard eyes. If you guys only subscribe to me on YouTube, then you might not know that we do full coverage of these tours also on TikTok and Instagram and YouTube Shorts. So we need to save a little bit so that we can get more shots. And then we're always eating when it's so good and we're like, oh no, we only have one bite left. It's a struggle.
Honestly, I always go in thinking, okay, we can't eat that much. But then in the middle of it, I'm like, damn, that's so good.
So good. Okay, verdict, is it worth the hype?
Worth the hype, 12,000 out of 10.
Yes. I was really expecting to say that this is not worth the hype. Thoroughly surprised. It's that good. All right, guys, next stop. All right, we got our next viral TikTok stop. This is Humble Crumble. They're famous for their custard and, well, their crumble. Like crumble as in like a...
Like an apple pie crumble.
Yeah, pie crumble, cake crumble, which is honestly one of my favorite things ever. Last year, I made a pumpkin bread with a crumble, and when people ate it, they were like, oh my God, this is like the best pumpkin bread I've ever had. What is this top part? I was like, that's the crumble.
Yeah,
So I love crumble. Their classic is cinnamon apple, which sounds delightful, honestly. George really wanted it, but I really wanted the berry. Something about the berry just like really stood out to me, like super bright, tart, paired with like an eggy custard and that crumble. Oh, it just sounds so good. Which it sounds great with an apple. Okay, you're like, let's eat, please. All right, cheers. Mmm.
Okay, it's actually not too tart.
The crumble's not what I expected. My pie crumble's better. I feel like when I eat crumble, I expect it to be like really buttery soft, you know, like it kind
Crumbly.
of crumbly. It breaks apart in your mouth. It just like succumbs to the moisture once it enters your mouth.
This is more like oats,
Yeah.
like an oat cluster.
It's very much closer to granola than it is crumble.
This to me is like giving parfait. Okay, actually, it's pretty tart.
It is. Don't get me wrong. I think it is really good. The berries, they taste fresh. They're beautifully tart. The custard is really silky, really smooth. The rose petals as a topping, they really do add a good amount of flavor that make it a little more elegant. It's just, they're losing me a little bit at the crumble.
Wait, I just had a good crumble.
You did?
Yeah. I think that the berries taste really fresh, like Jasmine was saying, but this would not be like my go-to dessert. It's a bit tart for me. Like somehow it's really sour, but it's not bright. Like the custard tastes kind of heavy, and it doesn't really pair well to me with that super tart berry and the crumb.
I would say if you really like custard and crumble, it's, oh man, you know what? If you really like crumble, I'm not sure if you would like this crumble. It's just so crunchy. When we do visit places for the first time, we don't usually write it off until we have it 3 times.
I'd give this like a 6 out of 10.
I actually think the custard's very nice. I could eat that custard all on its own.
The custard is really good.
Yeah, and perhaps just custard and the crumble.
That's literally what I was thinking.
And then I would let the custard sit on the crumble for like 25 minutes so it could just get
soak
really
in.
wet and soggy.
Yeah.
Then I would really like it, I think.
Is this worth the hype?
Nah.
I don't think so.
Alrighty guys, that's gonna be a wrap for this video. Another huge shout out to our sponsor Viator. If you want to check out the exact tour we went on, I'll leave that in the description below. And if you want to check out all the other food tours that we've been on, I'll also link that in the description below. If you're looking for a Viator experience, I highly recommend. They have always been highlights of our trips, and they have over 300,000 travel experiences to choose from. Use the filter function, okay? It's super helpful. And they also have millions of real traveler reviews, so you can book with confidence, and free cancellation up to 24 hours before your experience, keeping things super flexible. If you like this video, make sure to let us know in the comments below. Give us a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe.
Oh, and hit the notification bell.
Yes, yes, yes. All right, guys. Bye.
See ya.